welcome to my Facebook Live call here in my gym, in my home. And it comes with a thought. I titled this video, Going from Rank Mindset to Wealth Building Mindset. And what exactly is that? So I'm going to talk about that. And for those of you that do not know me, I've been involved in network marketing over 40 years. I share a lot of what I've learned in my journey on these live calls. And I started in this business totally broke. I did. Sold a junk truck to get started, put $200 into my business. Been full-time for 28 years. You know, if you have to work, there's no place like home. So I love it. And I'm going to acknowledge some great people joining. Jeanette, how are you? Good morning. So she must be in the, I'm guessing, Philippines. Carlos, nice to see you there. In Texas, John in Baltimore, good to see you. Who else? Jody Collins, Alabama. What's happening with you, Jody? Hope you're doing well. Linnea in Tennessee. Hadass, nice to see you. Mark Brown, nice to see you as well. What's happening in your world? And then who else have we got? Luz, and good to see you, Luz. In my mind went blank. Flavio, nice to see you. Michael Smith in Texas. Uruguay, that's what I was going to say with Luz. She's in Uruguay. Hello, Ciro, who's also in the country of Uruguay. Nice to see you. Go to the beach, man. If you're that close to the water, go to the beach. Yeah, Carlos, Texas is big. Yeah, it's as big as a country. That's for sure. And let's see, Cindy, hey, in New Jersey, how are you doing? I hope the governor's not being too hard on you guys on lockdowns there. I just spoke with a friend today that left. He's from, he actually, went from New Jersey to Connecticut just, during the COVID because it was better for him. Joel, nice to see you. Nice to connect with you. George in New York City. Mark in Connecticut too. Nice to see you, Mark. And Joel in Tucson, Arizona. Anyway, but I talked to him today and he told me, he said, hey, I'm in Naples, Florida now. I moved the whole family because they were going to require, 3-year, not 3-year, what am I talking about? Young children to wear masks. I forget what his age, children, they're very young though, to have them, require them to wear masks. He said, I am so out of here. I am so done with this. And moved to Naples, got a beautiful place there. Anyway, just loving working from his home there on the beach, got his own pool, he's doing good. Anyway, I hope everyone is doing good. Yourself, Amy in California, how are you? Amy, what's happening with you? Good to see you tonight. So I titled this video, Going from Rank Mindset to Wealth Mindset. And I was just thinking about that because over the years, there's been such an emphasis on that. And Tamara, nice to see you. Oh, you would love to live in Naples. Okay. I love Naples. I do. Many of you know Ray Higdon, so I went down there, and me and my wife to see him and Jessica. Been to their home there, and stayed at the Ritz. Always stay at the Ritz when you go to Naples. Oh my gosh, I love that hotel. That's considered the best Ritz in the world. But and an incredible restaurant. I mean, really incredible. Anyway, got sidetracked there. So here's the thing. Over the years, there's always been that emphasis about, moving up the compensation plan, moving up to the rank position. That's the focus, the rank position. And COVID has shaken a lot of things up, right? Because we haven't had venue events. You haven't had conventions in your country to go to see the product releases, hear the speakers give you, incredible inspiration from the stage, being brought up on stage to be recognized at a new rank, to get your new rank. You haven't experienced any of that, neither have I this year. And how that's going to play out into 2021, we'll see. May not have it next year either. But there's something to reflect on here too. Really, why did you get into network marketing? And that's something that only you can answer that, honestly. Because so many people, they're just so concerned on how they look to their upline, to their downline, to their company. Am I advancing in my rank position? How am I showing up? But I want you to shift from that, because there's nothing wrong with advancing. But I think a lot of people that when they join network marketing, they've totally missed the boat on really why they really joined. I mean, what's really important, maybe. What's really important. What's really important at the end of the day, let's fast forward 10 years from now. I've been in my company 22 years. So think about yourself, where you are in your company. Fast forward 10 years from now. What are you going to be left with? I sure hope it's not a pin and a trophy. Nothing wrong with those. I have them. But at the end of the day, it's going to be what you're left with financially, because that's what's taking care of your family. That's what's taking care of you the rest of your life. And that's what you have to pay attention to. And that's why I said rank position versus, rank mindset versus wealth building. Because I'm a firm believer that the new leader, 2021, is going to have a whole different agenda. Because he may not be going on his convention stage to get that new trophy. He may not be meeting with his leaders at a convention or seeing his upline. We may not see that change next year. But I think there is some sobering things that we need to really come down to here and realize. That is, why are you in this anyway? Because you can build a business from your home. You can do it from your home. There's virtual events that you can get on and go right into 2021 with total clarity on what you want to accomplish. And I wouldn't be worried about so much about how you're looking to your upline, because they're not paying your bills. They're not going to pay for your children's education. They're not going to pay for your mortgage. They're not going to pay for your car. Who cares what they think? I don't care what they think. I don't hear from them anyway. So here's the thing. The shrewd networker, the intelligent professional networker of 2021 isn't going to just take his check and blow it. He's going to get smart about diversifying so he has multiple streams of income coming in, and that is investment opportunities, and there will be in 2021. So you can look for those. Like I said, I was on the phone with the man who left. He was in New Jersey, temporarily moved to Connecticut, and said, forget it. All these governors, they're ruining the states because of all these lockdowns. He says, I'm going to Florida. And amazingly, it's amazing. New York State's like in a lockdown, and they got 3 times the COVID situation Florida does. Crazy. Go figure. Florida's totally open. Anyway, he moved to Naples, beautiful place there, and this guy is multi-millionaire, okay? Many times over, okay? Good guy, very young man, and but he's got a company that basically what it is, people with fantastic inventions or ideas, but they can't get them off the ground because, number one, they don't have the human resources, the right people to create a company with. They don't have the money to do it. And outsourcing things such as software is very expensive. Anyway, so this guy creates all that. But what he does is he creates tech companies that are getting ready to launch with an incredible product, and so people that are investors, people that are looking to invest in something good, they'll invest, and that's it. And then finally, when it goes public, then it's like boom, right? So those are opportunities. Those are opportunities. And I was talking about it to him today, matter of fact. So I'm going to get back on the phone with him again on Monday. The only reason why I mention that is those are things that you should be always doing with your network marketing. You should take a percentage of your income. Bitcoin, perfect example. Perfect example. I bought in July 28th when it was 11,000. I checked today, it was 19,500. In 4 months, made 77,000, and I didn't do a thing. I didn't do a thing. Why did I do that? Well, I follow billionaires because I'm curious, right? And so, like, you got Ray Dalio, who's got the largest hedge fund company out there, multi-billionaire. He says cash is trash. Then you got Tony Robbins, who says, hey man, winter's coming, stay liquid. In other words, hard times are coming, get ready, there's going to be buying opportunities. Ray says cash is trash. Tony says stay liquid. I thought, this is screwing with my head, okay? Forget it. Okay, fine. Then I'll put it into something that I can pull out if I need to, and that's it. The money's there. Plus, it'll grow. Well, I have no idea how. I'm not an expert in that area. I just have. I hear from a lot of very intelligent people where Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, Ethereum is going, for example. By the way, I'm not talking about network marketing companies. I'm talking about it's just an investment. Okay, let me be clear on that. So, and that's what I did. So I put my money right in Bitcoin. Boom, grew. I thought, okay, great. Then, if winter comes, then. And then they said, I heard an expert today predicting that Bitcoin could hit 200,000 by the end of 2021. Okay, amazing. So that's what I'm saying, that what you have to do is look for ways, even if it's a little, it doesn't matter. A shrewd professional networker will do that. He won't blow his money and think, oh, my company's going to be around forever because God told me so. No, you don't think like that. That's a disaster. You should be diversified, and then there's also real estate opportunities such as vacation rental properties that you can look for. You can look up the information. You can even Google it. What are the hottest spots where people vacation, and then look for buying opportunities. So that's another thing I do too. Again, If you're thinking, oh, you got to have a lot of money to do that. No, you got to be resourceful. But if you're always going to come up with the red light stories and why you can't do something, I agree, you can't do it. You can never do it with that mindset. But I'm talking about, for example, with Bitcoin, is setting money aside in it. You can go to I can't even talk. That's what happens when I work out late. You can go to Coinbase.com and set up an account and buy Bitcoin. You can, even just a little bit, even whatever you do, well, you decide. But what I'm saying, if you're diversified, if you take your money and go from, and understand that your network marketing business is basically an ATM machine that produces cash for you, then you decide where it goes after that. Now you can blow it. I know some people that make over $1 million a year and they're totally broke. Make over $1 million every year, they're totally broke. Don't even own a house. Yep. I know them. There's not a product that will cure that. I don't think that's a mindset problem. Don't be like that. And then have and invest in those things. Have a wealth building attitude, not a rank position attitude. Like I just mentioned, I know some people that are totally broke that make over $1 million a year and they have a top rank position in their companies. Okay? Don't be like that. It's not about the rank. At the end of the day, it's not what you make, it's what you keep. I want you to understand that. And the reason why I talk about these things, yes, we could talk about prospecting, we could talk about follow-up, we can talk about sponsoring, we could talk about effective onboarding. These are all network marketing subjects that come up all the time. We will always, and it's okay. We can rediscuss those things in a different perspective. It's sort of like noodles, right? How many, and you ladies know this, how many dishes can you make with noodles? I mean, noodles are noodles, right? You have different kinds of noodles, but they're noodles. It's what you put in the noodles. It's the sauce in the noodles. That's what makes the difference, right? And maybe other things you add to it. So these subjects will reoccur. But I also want to discuss with you very frank things that most of your upline will never discuss it with you. And that's what I'm talking about now, is wealth building. See, rank advancement is important. You should do it, okay? But keep in mind, the people that have a financial interest in you are more interested in what it's going to do for them than what it's going to do for you. If you get that. So that's why I'm going to tell it like it is. And that is, I think that you need to go from a rank mindset to a wealth building mindset. And you want to do that for yourself. You want to do that for your family. Especially in 2021. If you look on the horizon, and not being negative here, I'm just you know what I'm talking about here. If you're an American, okay, in this country, a new administration coming in. Now they're talking about another bailout or a stimulus package. Please understand what that means. Another financial stimulus. Checks being sent out to people in states that are no longer going to work. Who pays for that? You will. Where do they get the money for those things, though? They get in debt. They go to China. They go to Japan. They go to other countries to borrow that money. What does that do to the American dollar? It weakens it incredibly. Matter of fact, I had my accountant told me one day, we were just chatting, and she said, have you looked at the gross national product, what the figures are? Like I'm supposed to do that every day, right? Hey, honey, do you know what the gross national product is today? Have you checked Google? I just don't think about those things. It's not interesting to me, okay? And hey, Eden, good to see you. But, and she says, actually, we're in the Great Depression. The only reason why they don't know it is because of those stimulus checks. It just propped up the economy. That's it. But it created more debt. And so now they're getting ready to do it again, right? And then there's the Green Deal. Just get ready for that. Incredible. So these people, these politicians who've never worked a day in their life, never created a job, never created a business, They don't know. They don't understand money. They think if you can print it, you got it, right? That's how they think. And these are our leaders. Let me tell you what that means. For the American dollar, you are big time screwed. And that's the reason why you're going to see cryptocurrency go whoosh. It's going to, because people are not going to trust their currency. They're not going to try. It'll be like, what was it? Was it Zimbabwe? That country in Africa. Somebody was saying the other day, if you had, people that had $100,000, their currency was so devalued by the time when they woke up the next day, $100,000 was only worth $2. And this has happened in many countries and, whatever. So, but again, bad leadership and how it affects, your currency is what drives Bitcoin, is what drives in Ethereum. And you watch 2021, it'll be huge. I think it will be huge. And I'm not a financial advisor for you. I'm just telling you that from everything that I'm seeing, what these politicians are doing. And of course, Trump is shaking his head, oh my gosh, but again, going back to you, going from a rank mindset to a wealth building mindset. You could take, you take a portion of your check, put it right into something such as I did, and then you see such a return. You took your money and you actually grew your network marketing income, but you did it a different way. That's the mindset that you need to have in 2021 is wealth building. Whether it's cryptocurrency, whether it's investing in rental properties, if it's finding a very good investment in the stock market, such as companies I talked about earlier that are launching with great technology. So those are things to look for. So that's the message I wanted to share tonight, is that a lot of your upline is going to stress, man, go for the next rank, go for the next rank. Well, they're doing that for them, okay? They want you to do that for them. But I want you to do something for you, and that is wealth build in 2021. I want you to get a mindset for that. That's my mindset. I love it. I love waking up every day and saying, okay, how do I diversify? How do I diversify? How do I take, this my income and make it grow? How do I make it grow? How do I make it into something great? Most people will just say, I'm gonna go buy a car. I'm gonna go buy this, buy that. But they're not putting it in anything that'll grow them money. It's a big mistake. And I see it all the time when people get in network marketing. They don't have a wealth building mindset. They have a spend mindset. Spend it. Like one guy that I know made a lot of money said, I'm gonna make sure I spend it all. I'm gonna spend it all so I don't have to pay anything in taxes. That didn't work out for him, by the way. He got nailed by the IRS big time. Anytime you do that, they're gonna wonder, hey, wait a second, you spent it all, did you? Okay. So anyway, I hope you got something out of this tonight, because I want you to walk away and then get your thinking cap on in the month of December of how you want 2021 to be. And it needs to be a year. It's going to be, like I said, my gut tells me that, and again, I really hope this doesn't happen. Matter of fact, I was talking to somebody today, and I said, you know what? The way I see cryptocurrencies, they're a great hedge, and I hope to God I never have to use it. That's it. That's my mindset, that I never have to use it. But have the mindset in 2021 to diversify and then get ready for winter, like Tony says, because it will be coming, especially with these politicians. If they achieve the agenda they want to do, and then China's laughing. They are laughing big time at this, because they would never do it. They would never do a Green Deal. They would never do these things that they're talking about doing, and how it will crush an economy, what it will do to the dollar. And China, when I was at Tony's event, and that was the only event I went, the last event. No, it was the last event I went to in this year, in February, was out in Idaho. Tony, we did financial mastery, and it was a platinum event. Just the platinums went to that. But one of the billionaires that spoke there, they said China's coming out with their own gold-backed cryptocurrency because they've been hoarding gold for years, hoarding it for years. Richard Nixon took us off the gold standard. After that, it was just debt, a promissory note. So that's the thing. And so the policies that we see coming up is going to greatly affect the value of the dollar. How you're going to be ready for it is your choice. It's your choice. My choice will be definitely I will diversify in different things like real estate and then cryptocurrency for sure, because I want a currency they can't devalue. They can't devalue that currency, and you can use it anywhere in the world you want to use it. So anyway, those are just my thoughts. I love a lot of you people that get on my live, so I'm giving you the straight talk on really, and it's not just my thing. There's a lot of people understand this they understand it better than I do, but I pay attention to it, and that's the thing. So. Friday Q&A, right? So I hope you can join me on Friday, and then I'll do my best to serve you and answer your questions, give you some advice. I give it more from my gut and heart than from my head, okay? That's how you show up, right? If you're spontaneous, that's you. That is who you are. But it's going to also come from a lot of things I've experienced in my 40-year journey in network marketing. So I appreciate you getting on tonight, and thanks again. Love all of you, and I'll put out some value tomorrow, okay? Have a good night.